Hello everyone, I hope you've all had a wonderful week. Last week I asked you guys what is something that you cannot live without, and so you guys answered, and I'll be reading your answers to that question in this video. But before we get into that, your question for this week is going to be somewhat Halloween themed. So since it is going to be Halloween very soon here, I know some people may not celebrate it, but what is it that you like about Halloween? It can be anything and it can be multiple things. This isn't just a one thing only kind of deal. Let me know your answers to that question in the comments down below, and I will read them next week after Halloween has happened. And I hope you all have a wonderful Halloween. Stay safe. Now let's get into reading your answers for last week's question. So start this one off with a VidMe comment from ya boy Griff, who says they can't live without God, and I definitely agree with you there. Next one below that for me would be parkour. I wouldn't be able to live without parkour, of course. Arblood, you say you couldn't live without your channel or your siblings. Both of those things have saved you when you've been depressed. And April, right below, you say that you couldn't live without Robbie because he's helped you through so many things. And it's awesome that you guys have that kind of relationship and that you guys do care for each other as siblings. Skilm, you definitely for sure say coffee. You couldn't live without your coffee. Every morning it has to be in your big mug, black as the night and sweet as the sin, otherwise you're grumpier than a cat. I actually don't drink that much coffee. Then again, lately I have been drinking more coffee. I'm trying not to rely on it, at least. Omar, you say you can't live alone or without internet. Living alone would be a very difficult thing, and living without the internet, well, I mean, I guess it depends on the circumstances, on the reason why you have no internet, for me anyway. And Me Too is very upset that I'm asking for only one thing and one thing only again. Well, I'm sorry, sometimes there's got to be just one thing that's more important than the others, but you definitely say love. And I agree with you. You cannot live without some kind of love in your life. Wise Wizard, you say you'll do what you can to protect your friends and your family and those you care about, and that is awesome that you do. Now, I don't know if these are actually focusing or can be read. I hope they can, but my mom says she can't live without me, and I feel the same way. I can't live without my mom. Zincat, you say you really need your caffeine as well, except you get it from Coke Zero instead of from coffee. And Adrian here, no one saw this coming, he says, but he can't live without DragoNate. Adrian, you're so funny. Bullaby, you say you definitely cannot live without Mitsu or video games, but Mitsu is more important, which is definitely true. Video games are nothing. Croco stating the obvious is definitely oxygen. Of course, you can't live without oxygen, you know. You kind of need that, otherwise we could all just live underwater. But besides oxygen, internet probably. Totally fine for a couple of hours, but for long periods of time, absolutely terrible, and I agree with you. RT Hunter, you say you can't live without your cell phone. Of course, we all need our cell phones these days. You know, I got mine right here, which I'm showing you my comments on. Couldn't live without this because otherwise I couldn't show you guys these comments. How dare I? No, I'm kidding. But definitely your cats. Your cats are more important than your cell phone, and it's like they give you strength, which you say. And Funny Fluffy says you definitely can't live without your drawing tablet. It's a portable one and you take it everywhere, and if I had one, I'd probably take it everywhere for me as well. But that wraps it up for this week, so thank you all for your participation, thank you all for answering, and don't forget that your question for next week is, what are some things you really like about Halloween? If you don't celebrate it, then that's okay as well. What do you do at this time of year? Leave your answers in the comments below, and I will read them next week, and I will see you all again very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and God bless.